So I'm just quickly going to be chatting a little bit about the background of the challenge. So in regards to volume points, products, and growing in the marketing plan. Okay, so that's what me and Marnik are going to be doing this morning. One of the important things I just want to focus on first before we get into, the technical side of things. I've been seeing this happen in my organization, and so I just want to mention it real quick to everyone. Make sure that your captains, your members are not just promoting a 10-day challenge, a one lap thing. Remember, this is a marathon. We want our customers, our members, all of them to actually do at least 3 laps. So they need to, in the beginning, when they are selling this to someone, they need to come across with the marathon concept and not the lap concept. Because then what happens is the people join for 1 lap, they've got that expectation of, you know what, I'm going to lose all of my weight in this 1 lap and it's done. And we don't want that. We want them to consistently take part because that's where the growth takes place. Okay, we want them to move from customer to member and from member to senior consultant to supervisor, and that will only be available to them if they stick with the marathon. So make sure that when you're chatting to them, and they don't necessarily have to buy the full 3 laps package one shot, okay, they can buy it in between the laps because there's enough time for them to purchase and have it delivered to them, but they need to know that, okay, this is a long-term customer thing, we're going to stick with this for a while, okay, so that you don't have to, after the first lap, resell and get them to join the next one. It needs to be automatic. Obviously, they're going to be part of the next one. All right, so that's just a very important part to note and to make sure your members are getting correct. Now let's quickly have a look, and this is the key to these marathons. This is actually what makes it so much different from the 5-day, the 21-day, is the fact that consumption is taking place. So we were actually having this discussion with our captains. It's amazing. Every single morning when you wake up, you know that whatever amount of teams you have in your group, products are being consumed. It's like a nutrition club, but it's virtual. Okay, so everyone is using the products. It's not like you sold the products to someone and it's just there in the cupboard. You know they're drinking the shake when they wake up in the morning. You know they're having their tea because they're on the lap. So when we're looking at a 1-month consumption, and this might be different from team to team. It might be different from person to person. Someone wants to gain weight, someone wants to lose weight. But just to have a rough overview of how many volume points sale to actually make for someone. And this is, remember, for 1 month. So this means it's 2 laps, basically, products that will last them. So they're going to need 2 shakes at least. They're going to need the tea, the big one. If we have a look at the aloe, it can be PDM or protein powder, doesn't really matter, and multifiber or fiber and herbs. But I just put in the fiber and herbs one there. That is 134.75 volume points for 1 participant. If you have 8 participants in the team, it's going to be 1,000 volume points for 1 team. So that means that if you have 1 team, you already have a personal production of 1,000 points if they're all in your personal volume. If you have 2 teams, it's over 2,000 points. This is where the magic of the marathon lies. Don't get stuck on just going for a customer or, just making 1 sale and making another sale. We need to look at this big picture. We need to see where this can take you as a supervisor, where this can take you as a global expansion team member. We need to look at the full picture. The main goal is to actually have clusters. So we have our teams running, but remember, we want to form clusters of teams happening. And this is going to be done by duplication. You need to get people in. And I saw someone ask a question about an assistant captain, and I'll answer that in just a little bit, because the assistant captain is so crucial, in which the duplication is concerned. So let's quickly have a look at this. If you have 1 team, as a captain, 1 team is obviously 8 participants. Now, we would suggest for 1 person, let's say, I just joined, I am a captain, and I want to grow my little organization, my little group, to have a cluster of 4 teams. So that means I've got a team of 4 teams. Okay, so that is a total of, you've got 4 teams of 8, okay? So that is a cluster you want to form. What this means when you look at volume points, let's just quickly make this clear for everyone. So if you have one team, remember one team can give you 1,000 points. But if you have 4 teams, which is a cluster, you can make out of just one lap, okay, you can make 4,000 points right there per month. 4,000 points. How insane is that? So there you already went far above the 4.5. And even more important, if you can actually explain this to a new member and they work up to getting 4 teams for a month, they are supervisor in 1 month because they did all the points for supervisor. So this is a massive momentum to get someone from being just a customer all the way to being a supervisor in 1 month. Okay, and it's not difficult, it's easy. You all have started filling up teams, you know how it works. And because they have been put into the system, they've done a 10-day marathon, they also know how it works. They've got that confidence, they've got that excitement, like Lauren said. Can you just imagine how easy this will be? And even, okay, we all know 100%, it never works 100%. Even if they achieve this in 2 months, it's still supervisor in 2 months. You guys, this is, if you can just see this, it's absolutely incredible growth, incredible growth. Now, okay, I already explained that. Now, let's just quickly have a look at what the difference actually is between a weight loss marathon and a weight loss challenge. The weight loss challenges are the 21-day challenges, 30-day challenges. And I know a lot of us, even me included, I'm still running a 21-day. It's a lot of work. And I hope that it, dies down because I just want to put my full focus on the 10-day challenges because this is more special than the 21-day challenges. And here's a few reasons why. Obviously, in both challenges, we get great results. We are finding better results in the 10-day challenge, and that is because of the commitment and the accountability. It's much more advanced than the 21-day challenge. Then if you look at how it's supposed to work in a weight loss marathon, if you go from a customer, it's very natural to advance to a distributor. Some are happening after the first lap, but like Lauren said, there's already a few people signing up after day 3, on the challenge. So it's so natural for them to advance from customer to member. And in the challenges, we kind of had a little bit of trouble. That didn't always happen. It only sometimes happened. Okay. Now, for the advancement from distributor to supervisor, it's also extremely natural in the marathons because they just need to get friends and family to join them in a team. Who doesn't want to have a full team of just friends and family, right? And then after a while, they get another team because there's more friends and family that happens. And then they advance to supervisor. But in the weight loss challenge, it wasn't always happening. Once again, the duplication is just so much easier. For someone to run a 10-day challenge, a 10-day lap, it's so much easier than for someone to run a 21-day marathon. There had to be some trainings in regards to that. That's why we keep saying, keep it simple, keep it easy. That's why all the content channels have been created because we don't want a new member to come in and not know where to start, be all confused and they have to create their own stuff. We want to eliminate all of that. It needs to be as easy to duplicate as possible. And there's so much recognition going on with this one. I mean, in the 21-day challenge, you recognize someone maybe once a week or after the 21 days, but this is daily recognition that's happening. Daily recognition. After the 10 days, you have a huge celebration. And then obviously you're also recognizing people face to face with the follow-up. I've never followed up my clients like I'm following them up right now. I'm talking to them every single day. And that's wonderful. They feel better, coached. I feel better because, the people are getting absolutely incredible results. It's just much better all around. And then the last one is it's not expensive recognition. We're not giving away prizes. We're not, making a big fuss of things, which I think is key because remember, we want this to be duplicatable. We don't want our new 25% members to spend lots of money on expensive things in regards to recognition. The recognition is the flyers and the celebration, and that is more than enough for everyone. There's no need to get all fancy and stuff. And then the last thing that I want to say before I hand over to Marnich is just quickly in regards to that question I saw in about the assistant captains. Remember, the key in regards to assistant captain is you want to prepare them in this 10-day challenge. If they just signed up their assistant captain, they got 2 people with them. That's already a cluster forming. So in this 10 days, you want to prepare them to be a captain for the next lap. that is why they are assistant captains. So they need to be ready to have their own team by the next lap. So you can handle this in your own way. There's no strict guideline of what you need to do to prepare them. For us, we personally, with the assistant captains, I tell them, you know what, you're going to be running this group because I want to teach them how to run a group, but I'm there as an overseer. So they're going to post the content on the channel every single day. I still run the bot because I'm the captain, but they are motivating the people. They are keeping the group busy. They are, helping a little bit with the troubleshooting, because we need to make sure that they're comfortable when they are a captain next lap. They need to be able to do it all on their own. So that is why they're there. You're preparing them in the 10 days to take over on the next one.